welcome to Varsity Club 602. Just wanted to do a quick video running through a March Madness bracket. Was hoping to get a crowd on here, give you something a little more unique, but you'll just have to deal with just me. We'll just run through real quick, give my thoughts on a couple of these games. Tournament starts tomorrow, so you still have time to get your brackets in and drop in the comments with your champion because you probably won't like mine. But here we go. Right off the top in the West, there's no way Gonzaga loses to Georgia State. Impossible. Memphis actually favored over Boise State. Um, Better team on paper, pretty much every metric. Um, People like to get cute with these 5-12 matchups. New Mexico State is not going to beat UConn. It's not going to happen. Arkansas will run all over Vermont. Um, it's going to be interesting to see this Rutgers Notre Dame game tonight. I think that Notre Dame could beat Rutgers on a neutral court. I think Rutgers is probably the better team. I think the line's like 1.5. Doesn't matter. Neither one's beaten Alabama. Texas Tech will put Montana State down. Michigan State over Davidson and Duke. We'll run out this quarter before jumping to another region here. Zags will beat Memphis. Arkansas will beat UConn. Texas Tech will beat Bama, and Duke, Michigan State might be a really, really fun one to watch. I think Duke's just a little bit better up and down the court. Should have no problem there. However, Texas Tech beats Duke. The Zags beat Arkansas, and I have the Zags winning the West. So moving over to the south side of the bracket, Arizona, best team in the field by a good margin. They will have no trouble at all with Wright State or Bryant. Although that game could be, the Wright State Bryant game could be a fun one to watch in just a little bit here today. Seton Hall beat TCU. I've seen Houston UAB as a 12-5 upset that a lot of people like. Houston's going to blow the tires off UAB. They are a much better team. Look for your 5-12 upset somewhere else. Illinois will beat Chattanooga. However, I'm going to be watching this one closely because if Chattanooga could knock off Tennessee, that would be hilarious. Colorado State and Michigan is another one of those games that I am really intrigued to watch. I'm hoping that we get a good one there. It kind of smells like one of those games that we get all hyped up for and it doesn't quite pay off. Colorado State a 1-point favorite as we're sitting right now. 1-point underdog. I apologize. And that might be one where people take that 11. If you're in an upset pool, it's probably a good spot for it. But I think Colorado State's the better team. Tennessee beats Longwood. Loyola is probably going to beat Ohio State. Ohio State, not a very good basketball team in a pretty deep Big Ten. And I got Nova beating Delaware. Nova, it doesn't matter if it's Ohio State or Loyola, they'll win this game. Tennessee will move on as well. Houston, Illinois. If Illinois gets through Chattanooga, they will. I really like this matchup. I think this will be a great game to watch. I have Houston winning here, Arizona coming through. Arizona, like I said, the best team here. I would love to put Tennessee in the Final Four. I don't think I can get them there. So Arizona winning the South. All right, moving on to the East. Baylor, who is going to be without their top scorer for the first couple games here, won't matter against Norfolk State. However, this North Carolina Marquette matchup, I do have Marquette winning. That could be a really interesting one, but Baylor beat a lot of really good teams this year without their leading scorers. I have Baylor coming through, so we'll just push that since I wanted to talk about it. St. Mary's, Indiana, this is probably your 12-5. Indiana playing well. St. Mary's is a really, really good team, but if you need a 12-5, this is probably the one to take. I will be taking it as well. I like Indiana to actually take it to St. Mary's. The line on this game, St. Mary's by 3. I think Indiana probably reverse covers that one. Maybe lay some points at Indiana, get an alternate line somewhere. UCLA will beat Akron. Virginia Tech over Texas. Texas is not a good basketball team. Uh, Tech plays that real fast ACC offensively. Will be all over Texas early. Purdue over Yale. I do like San Fran over Murray State. Murray State, I think they're 30-2. They're a really, really good team. Uh, San Francisco, I think, they're going to shoot the lights out here. There's a little bit of room against that Murray State defense. That's going to be a really fun one to watch. That's the 8:40 Central Time game tomorrow. Kentucky will beat St. Pete's. Kentucky will beat San Fran or Murray State. Purdue should be pretty easy over Virginia Tech. UCLA over Indiana. And unfortunately, here got another perfect 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the East. However, Baylor Purdue with Purdue beating Baylor in the Final Four. I think Purdue can suffocate a team like Baylor. If the shots aren't falling, there won't be anything there. Kansas, ones are going to beat 16. Don't get cute. I do like Creighton over San Diego State. Creighton, as it sits right now, 2-point underdog. San Diego State was a really fun team to watch this year. They can score a lot of buckets really quick. Here's another 5-12 that you shouldn't get cute with. Iowa's going to beat the tar out of Richmond. 10.5-point favorites sitting here Wednesday afternoon. Providence over South Dakota State. LSU over Iowa State. Badgers over Colgate. I do like Miami over USC. And this Midwest bracket is a fun one. A lot of these games should be a lot of fun to watch. Auburn. We're gonna push Auburn through a lot here. As much as I'd like to put Wisconsin through, I think LSU is probably the last game they win. That Wisconsin team is not equipped to beat an Auburn. Kansas will beat Creighton. Iowa and Providence, it's one of the ones I've gone back and forth on. I guess I have to pick an official one now that I'm recording, but I think it's going to be Iowa. That's going to be a fun game to watch. Probably a really low total on that as well. And then Kansas should clean up. Kansas looked a little suspect at times this season, but it's Iowa. Not going to happen. And then I do have Auburn coming out, beating Kansas. And you can see how this is shaped up here. Final Four, Gonzaga, Purdue, Arizona, Auburn. I have Purdue beating the Zags. I have Auburn beating Arizona. And I have Auburn winning the national championship. Really kind of feels like one of those games that sits close for a bit and then pull away late. A couple fouls go the wrong way, turnovers late. I think Auburn wins this one and probably covers whatever spread is sitting out there if it hits. Real tight. I don't know, my numbers have Purdue -2.5. But I like Auburn to win. I like Auburn to win outright. So that is my national champion, Auburn Tigers for 2022. I know that is not going to be a popular one for a lot of people, but I think the field's wide open this year. There's a lot of opportunity. I'd love to see some of these traditional powers lose to teams that have played really, really well this year. But hey, we got more first four tonight, and tournament starts tomorrow. So get your brackets in, get them all set, and good luck to everyone.